The Bride's Fury, a road paved with terror, Karsaz Road. Even the name sends chills down the spines of Karachi locals. This road, often bustling with life during the day, transforms into something entirely different as the sun sets. This bustling city artery, a ribbon of asphalt cutting through the heart of Pakistan's largest metropolis, harbours a dark secret. A secret that has been whispered through generations, growing more sinister with each retelling. A tragedy unfolded here decades ago, leaving an indelible stain of horror and despair. It was a day that started with joy and ended in unimaginable sorrow. A young bride, on what should have been the happiest day of her life, was betrayed, her dreams shattered, her future stolen in a moment of cruel abandonment. Abandoned at the altar, her heart shattered, she met a gruesome end on this very road. The pain of her betrayal was so intense it seemed to seep into the very asphalt beneath her feet. Her pain, her rage, her sorrow, it didn't die with her. It lingered, growing stronger with each passing year, feeding off the fear and whispers of those who dared to speak of her. It twisted, festered, and morphed into something monstrous, something vengeful. The once innocent bride became a symbol of terror, her spirit unable to find peace. She became the Shurail, a terrifying spectre in a blood-red bridal gown, forever bound to the site of her heartbreak. Her presence is felt by those who dare to travel this road at night. This is not just a ghost story, it's a warning, a reminder that the past can reach out and touch the present in the most chilling ways. A chilling reminder that some wounds run deeper than death itself. That the pain of betrayal can transcend the boundaries of life and death, leaving a mark that can never be erased. And that on Karsaz Road, the past is never truly gone. The bride waits. Her presence is a constant, a shadow that looms over the road, reminding all who pass of the tragedy that occurred. And she will have her revenge. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of love and betrayal. A haunting reminder that some spirits can never be laid to rest. Whispers in the dark tales of the scorned bride. In the heart of the night, when the world is cloaked in shadows, the stories of the scorned bride come alive. These tales are not just mere figments of imagination, but echoes of a tragic past that refuse to fade away. Darkness descends on Karsaz Road, casting long, menacing shadows. The road, once a bustling path, now lies abandoned, shrouded in an eerie silence that speaks volumes. Every corner, every turn seems to hold a secret, a whisper of the past. The air grows heavy, thick with unspoken fear. The mist that rolls in seems almost alive, wrapping around you like a cold embrace, making every breath a struggle. It's as if the very atmosphere is charged with the sorrow and anger of the scorned bride. This is when the whispers begin. They slither through the night, carried on the wind. These whispers are not just sounds, but voices. Voices that tell a story of love, betrayal, and vengeance. They are the voices of those who have seen the bride, who have felt her presence. Locals tell tales passed down through generations. These stories are shared in hushed tones around campfires and in the safety of their homes. They speak of a bride who was left at the altar, her heart shattered, her spirit unable to find peace. Stories of a chilling presence that haunts the road. They say she wanders the path, her white dress flowing like a ghostly apparition, searching for the love she lost. Her presence is felt by those who dare to walk the road at night. They speak of a woman's mournful cries, echoing through the stillness. These cries are not just sounds, but expressions of deep sorrow and longing. They pierce the silence of the night, sending shivers down the spine of anyone who hears them. A disembodied laughter that chills the soul. This laughter is said to be the bride's, a twisted reminder of the joy she once felt, now turned into a haunting echo. It reverberates through the night, a chilling contrast to her mournful cries. The rustle of silk, like a phantom bride gliding through the night. Her dress, once a symbol of purity and happiness, now moves like a ghostly shroud, a reminder of her unfulfilled dreams. The sight of it is enough to freeze the blood in your veins. Some dismiss them as mere folklore, the product of overactive imaginations. They laugh at the stories, calling them old wives' tales, but deep down even the skeptics feel a twinge of fear. For in every legend there is a grain of truth. But those who have experienced the horrors of Karsaz Road know the truth. They have felt the cold touch of the bride's hand, heard her whispers, and seen her ghostly figure. They know that the stories are not just tales, but warnings. There's an undeniable energy that crackles beneath the surface. This energy is the bride's anger and sorrow, a force that can be felt by anyone who dares to walk the road at night. It is a reminder of her presence, a warning to those who would dismiss her story, a palpable sense of dread that seeps into your bones. This dread is not just fear, but a deep primal terror, a feeling that something is terribly wrong. It is the bride's way of making sure that her story is never forgotten. These whispers are not to be ignored. They are warnings from beyond the grave. The bride's spirit, unable to find peace, reaches out to the living, hoping that someone will hear her story and understand her pain. So the next time you find yourself on Karsaz Road, listen closely. You might just hear the whispers of the scorned bride. The ghostly bride. Sightings and encounters. The stories told in hushed tones paint a terrifying picture. These tales, passed down through generations, have a chilling consistency that makes them hard to dismiss as mere folklore. The surreal of Karsaz Road is not a figment of imagination. People have seen her. Witnesses describe her as a spectral bride draped in a tattered red dress, wandering the lonely stretches of the road. Her presence is often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread. A fleeting glimpse of a veiled figure in red, her eyes burning with an unholy fire. Those who have seen her speak of the intense, almost hypnotic glow of her eyes, which seem to pierce through the darkness, leaving an indelible mark on their memories. A flash of white as she darts across the road, vanishing into thin air. This sudden appearance and disappearance have caused numerous accidents as drivers swerve to avoid hitting what they believe is a real person. Some encounters are more direct, unexplained temperature drops that leave you breathless. The air turns icy cold and a chilling breeze seems to come from nowhere, making the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Lights flickering erratically as if possessed by an unseen force. Electrical disturbances are common, with lights turning on and off by themselves and appliances malfunctioning without any apparent reason. The air grows heavy with the scent of jasmine, the traditional flower of brides, even in the dead of night. This floral fragrance, though pleasant, becomes unsettling when it appears out of nowhere, often heralding the presence of the ghostly bride.
But the most terrifying encounters are those that are felt rather than seen. The feeling of being watched, the sense of an unseen presence lurking just out of sight, can be more frightening than any visual apparition. Drivers report their vehicles suddenly swerving as if an unseen hand had jerked the steering wheel. These inexplicable movements have led to numerous near misses and accidents, adding to the road's notorious reputation. Passengers feel a cold touch, a ghostly caress on their skin. This sensation is often described as icy fingers brushing against their arms or necks, leaving them with goosebumps and a lingering sense of unease. A push, a shove, a feeling of being watched by something malevolent hiding in the shadows. These physical interactions are rare but deeply disturbing, leaving the victim shaken and questioning their own sanity.
These encounters leave victims shaken, forever marked by the terror of Karsaz Road. The stories of these experiences spread, adding to the legend and ensuring that the ghostly bride of Karsaz Road remains a figure of fear and fascination for generations to come.
A city held hostage, the impact of the haunting. The legend of the Churail has cast a long shadow over Karachi. For decades, Karsaz Road has been more than just a haunted stretch of asphalt. It has become a symbol of fear, a place where the veil between the living and the dead wears thin. The fear is palpable, Especially after the sun sets, drivers avoid the road, choosing alternate routes no matter how inconvenient. Pedestrians scurry past, their hearts pounding in their chests, afraid to look back.
The haunting has seeped into the very fabric of the community. Parents warn their children about the vengeful bride, using her story as a cautionary tale. Taxi drivers share their own chilling encounters with wide-eyed passengers.
The Churail's presence is an unspoken truth, a shared nightmare that binds and terrifies the city.